Hello, Grade 4 students, and welcome to a new lesson. Today's lesson is from Module 10, Project 2. As for the objectives of the lesson, by the end of the lesson, you will be able to learn how to make a safety poster. Now make sure you open your student's book on page 121 and your workbook on page 125. Now, let's recall together the previous lesson. Please refer to Student Book page 121, Activity number 2. In the previous lesson, we looked at a poster about street safety, and we also read some rules about how to be safe on the street. And when we talk about rules, we all know that rules apply in many places, such as they apply in museums, the beach, in the house, at school, at the hospital, and many more places. To help you understand how to make safety poster, follow with me with the writing tips. Let's start with the first step. You need to use a large piece of card, and you get to choose whatever color you want. As for the second step, draw a picture of a street with cars and traffic lights. Draw people crossing it. Think about what people must and mustn't do when they cross the street. Now let's move to the third step. Write sentences using must and mustn't. Write in pencil so that you can correct any mistakes. As for the fourth and the final step, when you are ready, write over your letters using felt tip pens or colored pencils. Now let's give rules. Please refer to workbook page 125, Activity 2. Activity 2. What must you do to be safe? Read and write the safety rules in the correct column. Use must or mustn't. Now, we are going to classify the phrases in the middle, whether they apply on the beach or at home. Let's read the phrases in the middle together. Wear sunscreen. Touch a hot oven. Sit in the shade. Play with knives. Play with sockets. Play in the sun. Now, let's look at touch a hot oven. Where does it apply? On the beach or at home? Of course, at home. So, let's form a sentence using must or mustn't. The sentence would be, you mustn't touch a hot oven. Great job. Now pause the video and complete. Let's continue writing the rules. The next one, sit in the shade. It applies on the beach. So we should say, you must sit in the shade to be safe. Good job. Next, play with knives. It's at home. Super. So the sentence would be, you mustn't play with knives. Great job. Let's move on. Play with sockets. It's at home and we say, you mustn't play with sockets. Good job. And the last one, play in the sun. And it applies on the beach. You mustn't play in the sun. Great job, grade 4. Now from the previous activity, we have 3 rules that you need to follow when you are on the beach. Help me now to give more ideas. Now read my question with me. What must or mustn't you do on the beach? Look at the picture. Read what's under it. Stay close. Parents. So what do you think? You would say, you must stay close to your parents. Good job. Now my second question to you. What must or mustn't you do on the beach? Look at the picture. Read what's under. Swim deep water. You would say, you mustn't swim in deep water. Super. Now let's make together a safety poster about rules on the beach. We have the card, there's a sun, and a picture of the beach. I would write the title on the beach, and I would write my sentences. Read them with me. You must wear sunscreen. You must sit in the shade. You mustn't play in the sun. You must stay close to your parents. You mustn't swim in deep water. Now please refer to workbook page 125, activity 3. Choose one of the places in the tables above and write safety rules. Use must or mustn't. Let's start. Now you are going to help Ahmed write a paragraph about safety rules on the beach. We are going to use the IDs that we have mentioned earlier. Now let's start and help Ahmed write safety rules on the beach. We start with the title, On the Beach. Now it's a paragraph. What do we start with? Let's start with a nice sentence. For example, you must follow the following safety rules when you are on the beach. Now let's start with the IDs from the left. The first one, you must wear sunscreen. I would say, you must wear sunscreen. Good job. Next, you must sit in the shade. And I write it. Now, because it's a paragraph, your sentences must be connected. The next ID. You mustn't play in the sun. So you need to write it next. You mustn't play in the sun. Make sure you end your sentences with full stops and you start your sentences with capital letters. The next idea. You must stay close to your parents. And you write it next to the previous sentence. And to end up your paragraph, you say, you mustn't swim in the deep water. And now it's time to give more ideas about rules at home. Now read the question with me. What must or mustn't you do at home? Look at the picture. This is the main door of the house, and it's written, keep doors closed. So the answer would be, you must keep the doors closed. Good job, grade 4. Now read the question with me again. What must or mustn't you do at home? Look at the picture. Look, there is wet water. Do you think it's safe? It's written under, keep floor dry. So your answer would be, You must keep the floor dry. Excellent. And now it's time to write a paragraph about safety rules at home. Let's help Ahmed. Let's start helping Ahmed write a paragraph about safety rules at home. We need to start with the title. At home. Excellent. Now, Ahmed must start with an opening sentence, such as, you must follow the following safety rules when you are at home. Excellent. Now he needs to write the rules. Let's write them one by one. He needs to start with the first one. You mustn't touch a hot oven. Super. Notice that we started the sentence with a capital letter and we ended our sentences with full stop. Let's continue. The next one. You mustn't play with knives. Excellent. Let's move on. You mustn't play with sockets. Great job. To continue. You must keep the doors closed. Super, so no strangers go in. And the last one. You must keep the floor dry so no one slips. Super, grade 4. Make sure grade 4 students, you refer to the following checklist to check your writing. You need to check your spelling, capitalization, the use of punctuation, grammar, the use of must or mustn't, and your handwriting. You must write in a nice handwriting. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.